Good morning, Tuesday, February 27th, 8:31 a.m. from an undisclosed location in the southwest United States. Free Forex signals, premium signals, full auto trading, FX with Terry.com. Let's get into what has happened overnight. We'll look at all of the different accounts, the different signals. We'll look at the high profit signals, the gold, the indices. Look at a little bit of news that happened and also didn't really happen. So, interesting to pay attention to that stuff. Let's dig right into it. So, I am looking at the free signals account. No trade is open. We did have a trade close overnight. I finally was able to launch one of these AUD CHF pairs. So, we launched into that base level bid. You bid whatever you want with these signals. The signal bids $1 base level. Made $19.30. So moving along, I would imagine we'll get the movement in the market's been pretty slow. It was really firing off Sunday night and Monday, and now it's just kind of come to a halt. We'll take a look at what's going on with premium. So let's move on to that. Pause screen. Find my account here. Premium is 688, and then I'll share this with you. 688, here we go. Premium. So let me give you an update of what's open first. Move my camera around here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. So that's kind of an indication that there's not a lot of volume, although I could probably increase that a little bit. I will share with you what has closed overnight. Looks really good. We closed 5 trades for a $221.18 profit. That's a signal. So you could have bid more, could have bid less, whatever your account can handle. That's what it allows you. Now, I believe the reason for the pretty decent amount of closure there was this AUD JPY trade. That, by the way, I think we held that for a little while. If I even looked at the last trade here, is that right? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So 27th, 22nd is when we went into it. Yeah, we held on to it for a few days. I jumped into this trade on another account that I have, and I jumped into the last trade, and it really didn't have that far to go and did really well with it. Just not because I was planning that, but I kind of glance at it and go, oh, looks like AUD JPY is about to pop. It did. And just before it did, I entered a big bid. You know, again, it's a gamble. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I looked at the 17 higher time frames, and because of confluence and the propulsion candle and support and resistance, I entered. No. I looked at the automated AI decision that had placed, several trades and was heading back towards take profit, so I added. I took a trade. It is what it is. Don't overthink it. So that's looking pretty good. Premium signals were really popping off. I don't think I give premium signals maybe even enough. I just kind of like mention it in the group. I mean, if you're taking signals and you're only taking signals from the free section, this is what you're leaving on the table. If we look back, we made $19 in the free section, which is nothing to shake a stick at, right? Again, these are signals. You bid what you want. But if you're taking signals and doing manual trades, just by the fact that you're looking at premium signals, you're going to be able to see through walls. You'll be able to see what's going on, what's trading, what has volume, what's about to take profit. And then I send out a daily report every day, which we can look at. But I send out, maybe we should look at that. We can, trying to think how I can look at it without revealing too much. But I send out a daily report every day in the premium signals section and in the free. And I'm like, here's what closed. Here's what's still running. that gives you a determination to go, okay, if these are still running, I can go back, I can jump into these trades, I can see they haven't hit take profit yet. There's a lot of creativity you can do with the premium feed. The ultimate goal is auto trading. Like I really, like I would, why do I give trades away for free and or premium? It's to convince you that it works, because people are skeptical. It's convince you that my trades don't lose and that the system works. So the smartest place to be is full auto. It is what it is. Let's move on to the next account here. Pause screen. Let me see what the account is. So let's go ahead and look at, let's brush through what I'm calling a high profit feed. I noticed in the feed section, I named it, when I named it and you see the comment in your trade, it says high profit signals. That was because I originally had that feed as signals, but it is an automated high profit feed. So let me go take a look at that. Account number 935. We did have a gold trade that went off last night. There are a couple still in play, all in the blue, all protected. Stop loss is set above break even, but I will share this with you. So one gold trade, and this is a signal that comes out, okay? And it's an automated signal that goes to your account. So this thing bid 70 cents. You could bid whatever you want. You could bid a multiply factor of that. You could bid 1 times that, 2 times that, 100,000 times that, whatever you want to do. So you have the control of this. So we got a nice profitable trade. In this case, $17.15, but that's kind of a misnomer in the sense that what did you bid, right? Because I'll show you where I took this exact same trade. Look at this. Solidify this in your memory. I took this exact same trade at a higher lot size at 10 times that. So instead of 70 cents, I bid $7. You'll see how much I made. So remember, $17.57. And what we'll do is we'll jump over to that account next. So yeah, a few gold trades still in play, all in profit, looking really good. What's interesting is yesterday I added U.S. oil to the high profit feed, and because I'd been testing it, and then I sent an actual one to one of my accounts, and I ended up, the AI system gave 3 trades, so it entered 3 trades, and then it set 3 take profit, which is what the high profit system does. And I only took the first one. That U.S. oil is still running in profit. So I should have hung in there. Should have trusted it more, but now it's fully mapped into the system. So if you are getting the high profit feed, I keep wanting to say signal. If you're getting the high profit auto feed, that's really what it should be called. High profit auto feed. I need to rethink some naming there. So the high profit auto feed, if you're taking that and you mapped U.S. oil into your copier, you'll be getting the U.S. oil trades. The AI makes the decision. They're not all the time. I'm getting a volume. A lot of people say, well, should I separate each of these pairs out on different accounts because it's high profit, meaning gold and then US 30, NAS 100, SPX 500, and US oil. Truth is, gold and US 30 are pretty much the top. NAS is number 3 in terms of volume, of number of trades. SPX, I haven't seen one of those in a week or two. And then US oil, we have one from yesterday. So, it's you got to kind of keep that in mind. It's not like, I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but it's pretty unlikely that you'd get a trade on every one of those pairs all at once. It's unlikely. I've done a lot of back testing and it works really well. What are we doing now? We're basically forward testing. We're sending these signals out to demo and or live accounts using live data moving forward. That's the idea. So remember this as a, the auto trader sends it out at a base level lot size, $17.57. But let me take you to the pause, and then let's go pull up the account, see which one it is here. Let's pull up the account, and I'll show you where I took the exact same auto trade signal at a higher lot size, and you'll see how much I made compared to, $17. You can see this is what I made here. So exact same auto trade, instead of $17, $175.70. So that's why I always say, what did you bid? What did you bid? Whatever your account can handle, right? Whatever your account can handle. That's a really nice profit right there. $175.70. I mean, I was sleeping. I had zero involvement in this trade. I've been, and I think a couple of you guys seen it, I've been on TikTok lately. I go for a walk every day, trying to do like 10,000 steps. And I'm just so tired of watching all of these people go live on TikTok and look at the charts. I'm doing a video. I'm trying to do videos every day. I meant to do one last night while I was in here cooking dinner. I was just going to hold up my mobile phone and go, hey, look at me. I'm trading right now, and I don't have any charts, right? It's the same message. I'm just going to say it a million times until people get it. I think it'll be more funny and fun for me than anything. We'll see if it takes off. So, pause screen. Let's go back. We looked at free. We looked at premium. We moved to gold. Let me look back at my account list and see what I want to share with you here. There is that. Okay, now the next, and I'm curious to look at this myself. I've not. This is the $3,000 to $100,000 challenge account. Let me pull it up. Account 945. And the reason I say that is because I upped the bid, and I'm going to up the bid more. Let me share this with you. So we've got the $3,000 account up to $627. We're in about 2.5 dozen trades, probably. $46 drawdown, 3,000% margin level. I gotta push it harder, right? What closed overnight? Pretty impressive, $46.67. You can see I increased the bid to a 0.7. I'm gonna, or basically a 7x. And the copier, what we do is I send out the trades at a 0.01. And when you bid on the copier, you bid at a multiply factor. So if you multiply it times 1, you get a 0.01 lot size. You multiply it times 2, you get a 0.02 lot size. I'm doing a 7x, so I'm getting a 0.07 lot size base, and I'm going to do a 10x. I'm going to up it to a 10x today. And 10x, a $3,000 account, current market conditions, 10x, meaning bidding $1 on all of these. It will start to push the margin level percent up here. And that's what I want to do. I want to push it a little too far. What's interesting is if you're doing this, and I see people do this, and this is kind of inexperienced people, they're like, this thing's just crushing. I'm going to increase it, increase it, increase it, increase it. So that's kind of what I'm going to do and show you what people do as an emotional way to bid. Right? I'm not saying that by me increasing my bid on this account is smart. It's not, because I'm going to have to manage the snot out of it once our margin level percent starts to get hit or starts to feel uncomfortable. And when I say feel uncomfortable, it's not a specific number for me. It's a number along with volume popping off. If I've got like no volume and the market's going sideways and my margin level percent is 800, no big deal. But if trades are just popping off and adding to the basket of trades, and my margin level's going 800, 750, 700, 650, it's not going to happen that fast. I'm going to be like, okay, maybe you should start doing a little bit of mitigation. And I used to, when your account gets called SO'd or stopped out by the broker because it went all the way down to 69% margin level and they just forced things closed, right? When that happens, it's not too big of a deal to be down around 150%, but you can't be mitigating and closing stuff at that level. It's gone too far, right? If I've done a bunch of mitigation, I'm down at 150% margin level, which is insanely low, right? You shouldn't be trading there. But I'm using this as an example. and you've done your mitigation, then you're okay. But if you haven't done any mitigation until you get down to 150% margin level, you're in trouble. No, at that point, whatever you do is probably not giving you very much room, right? So again, there's no specific level I start managing. It's unique to the situation. That's why sitting here and telling people, oh yeah, what you want to do is start closing the oldest trades at 890% margin level. That's, well, hold on. That's like someone saying, it's like the question, people say, what should my bid be to keep my drawdown at 5%? I'm like, how long is a piece of string? That's the answer. How long is a piece of string? It depends. I don't know. What do you need the string for? What kind of string is it? Is it strong string? You trying to tie up a boat? Are you going to fly a kite? What are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing? What's the market doing? So this account's looking pretty good. Did that just close more while we were sitting here? I don't know. $56. I think it did. I think a trade just closed. Anyway, $56.02 on that particular account. I'm going to pump up the bid, and you'll see 0.10 lot sizes next. And I know it's going to handle that. I mean, this thing could probably handle $2 or $3 lot sizes, but we're going to push it, and if we blow it out, we blow it out, right? But I'm going to show you how it would be pretty extreme, or it would happen in the middle of the night while Terry is sleeping, and, then we're in trouble. But I'll keep an eye on it. Now, if this was an account that I was managing myself and a bunch of my own money and a bigger account, I'd be up all night maintaining it and watching it. All right. Next, pause, and then next account. Let me look on my account list here. We looked at that. We looked at that. The last one to look at is the and again, I'm kind of like all over board with different account sizes and signals and full auto trading. The final one to look at is a 1K account that I have, and I'm really using it as proof of concept. So let me pull this up. 40169. Here we go. And I haven't even looked at this. Yeah, I mean, look how easy. So I've made $127. This thing's been going. We'll look at the history. It's not been going that long. So that's basically 12%, I think, over 2 or 3 weeks. These are the trades that are open. Yes, I'm pulling this one back. I'm not taking all 22 pairs of the auto trade. I'm just not. So that's looking good. I mean, basically zero drawdown. That's fees. A 9,000% margin level. Beautiful. And it's closed $1.46 overnight. This is something that when you look at this on a daily basis, and I'm going to do some math with you here. We'll pull up the calculator. I kind of like doing this. So let's first go back. I'm going to show you kind of how I look at this and think of this stuff, because this is an actual live account. So let's take a look at this. First, let's go back in time, and I want to show you how long this has been alive. I'm going to go back here. Yeah, so you can see I put $999 in it, and I put 99 cents in it. So I started at $1,000, and that was on the 6th, 0206. Right? So if we look at a calendar, that means we have 1 week of trading, 2 weeks. So literally today is 3 weeks. Okay? 3 weeks of trading, and, kind of a short month, but nonetheless, 3 weeks of trading. We've done, 12%. So let's go back and look at something here, because this is how you have to look at it, because here's what you're going to do, and here's what people are going to do that are looking at this, and it sucks, right? Because people are only interested in apps, in me showing that I made $67,000 last night, right? I can do that. I've got my big account, so on and so forth. You have to understand that what I'm doing is I'm sending you trades that you could bid any amount you want on. It's going to win. It's going to win. These are no-loss trades. But come back with me here. So 3 weeks, if you look at the total here, so $127 Let me think of the best way to do this. So obviously, that's almost 13% in 3 weeks. Okay. So let's just project some numbers out here. So let's look at it. So there's $39 for the week and $127 over 3 weeks. So let's use that 127. Let's round it off to $128. So let me think of how I want to look at this. So let's round it off $128 and we'll divide it by 3. Okay, basically we're going to turn it into a weekly average profit just over the last 3 weeks. So divided by 3, that's $42. So let's call it $43. Let's go round number. So $43 a week, and let's call it 50 weeks a year instead of 52. So 43 times 50. So I'm going to more than double the account if I pretty much don't change anything right now and the market averages continue. Here is where everyone fails to understand the power of all of this. That is a what? 101% gain on your money? That's incredible. That's incredible. I have to say it again. That's incredible. So let's call it 100% gain on your money. Okay? Hell, call it 90% gain on your money. That's about where it's at. What's interesting is that is if you don't increase your bid as the account goes up. Now, you're going from, minimum bid on a $1,000 account, 10 currency pairs. You probably don't just at an extra $100 profit, you're probably not going to increase your bid, right? You're probably going to maintain about. So this is what this account would do, trading 10 currency pairs out of the 22 for the entire year on an average. Probably going to do more. Probably going to do more. Just because 3 weeks is a very, small portion of the 52 weeks. Now I'm going to go off on a tangent here. So watch me. I'm going to show you something here. Let's go here. I'm trying to think of the best way. So let's look at this. Let's call it S&P 500 returns. So typically that's probably not the best way to do it. So let's do it just a little bit differently. S&P 500 yearly returns to date, or to date. Okay. Let's see if they actually show this. So it's up 0.91%. It's interesting. Typically they show you. I'm trying to think of what I Googled the other day because they show you it's probably a negative percent. How about instead of year to date, let's do 2023. The index rallied 11.2% during the fourth quarter, including a 4.4% rise in December for a gain this year of 24.2%. So 24% in the S&P 500 and 100% on my investment, if you want to call it that, in Forex. Now, if you look at the S&P 500, like if you look at it for 2022, let's see what comes out of this. It's not going to show it there. There was a number here. One of these years pretty recently, I think I was looking at the other day, is a minus 9.7%. So just kind of putting that out there. The point being is this is a terrific number. It's a terrific number for me, right? I like it. It's awesome. And that's pretty much the accounts I wanted to look at today. And I see a lot of people, want to happy, this is kind of crazy. People are not happy with a small account, and they're not happy with less than 15% per month return. And I have to tell you, that's just someone who's not being logical or realistic. It's just not. So Derek says Terry sleeps. You know what? It's interesting. I am a really deep sleeper, and I sleep at least 10 hours a night. You wouldn't know that because I answer questions. When I get a ding, a couple people message me at like 5 a.m. this morning. Some people signed up for some different fees and stuff and notified me. I said, no problem. I answered. I rolled back over, and I was asleep within 15 seconds. So I certainly sleep, but I can kind of work and sleep at the same time, believe it or not. I literally sleep with my iPhone like right next to my ears. I got certain dings set for certain things. You want to run a business, you want to be profitable on the internet, you got to be available. It's kind of funny, I didn't realize it, but Denise in the group, Denise and I were talking the other day. She wanted to get some clarity on stuff, and she was kind of impressed that I just gave her my phone number. We talked for over an hour and a half. I know that. And looks like a trade just came through. Yes, it did. All right, cool. We're going to take a look. We just had a high profit signal come through. We'll take a look at it live. So anyway, Denise was like, that's pretty amazing that someone would do that. I mean, yeah, right? So I'll pat myself on the back. But that's how you build a real business. This is a business. That's how you build a business. You make yourself available. Now, I see other groups that are not having nearly the success we are, and they have 60,000 plus members. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'm out there. I'm advertising. I created an affiliate program. If you guys want to promote this, you really should be. If you promote this and you're come on over, let me tell you the path. So come over to fxwithterry.com, join the group, join the signals group. If you want to partake in the premium signals, if you want to smartly partake in all of this auto trading that we're doing, it's obviously the best way. It just is. It's easy, and all you got to do is manage when it's gone too far, and it's like a fun video game. I'm out to dinner most nights looking like, I made $146 this afternoon. Yeah, give me a couple more drinks. I mean, I earned it, type of thing. So Mark says, take that and double your bid 4 times over 1 year. That's 33,000 plus, I think is what absolutely. I mean, Mark is probably the top professional automated trader in the group, because I know he's been doing this a long time. And I remember back in the beginning, Mark and I talked quite a bit, and then all of a sudden Mark just kind of disappeared, and he's out there making money, and so it's kind of like, fly, be free. Mark's someone who gets it, but he's been doing it for a long time also. Let's take a look at this trade that came out. Let me pause for a second here, and let me go look at it real quick. Going to be just 1 second. 935. I have so many accounts. So let me take a look at it here. Yeah, wow. It's a US 30 trade already. All 3 trades. Check this out. So it goes into 3 trades all at once. All 3 trades immediately in profit. That is amazing. So if you're getting the signal, Mark, I think you're taking the high profit signals. Looking really good. All 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 trades that are open right now are all in the blue. All protected, all in profit. That's going to be really nice. One thing I can show you. Let me go to because I don't want to reveal too much. None of them have closed yet. But let me take you over to this, and I might be able to kind of show you. Yeah, they haven't closed yet. I don't want to give this. I don't want to give it away for free, right? But man, these high profit signals, they're doing now. And it's only been only been a few days, right? I mean, I did the back testing. We did the beta testing for about 2 weeks. I ironed out all of the issues I thought were there. And now what are we, 2 days into trading this thing, moving forward with forward looking data. And it's really impressive. Like, I have had these trades on a small live account. I think I'm ready to go big time with this. Like, this is really going to give the entire system a run for its money. Right now, I'm up, taking the high profit signal. I'm up, let's see, 7, 8, 9, over $1,000 in unrealized profit right now. But this morning I showed you, so that's going to be over 1,000, assuming that continues moving. So I already made $175 on that account. So that it could be a $1,500 day, maybe more. Could be a loss. Not I don't know the future. But typically when you see these trades, these high profit trades, all go into a trade. And I can come back here. Typically when you see all these high profit trades go into a trade and they're all blue, that means there's some protection there. That unless it severely backs out, that we're going to at least break even. Especially if the first of the 3 trades in a basket takes profit, the rest of them are protected. They'll either push and go into profit or come back and hit the break even. So a lot of safety in doing it that way. All right. Mark says, absolutely, I have US 30 on a standalone account. Well, you're going to like this trade. I mean, so far, let's also be honest. We've seen the system go into a trade, goes immediately blue, comes back, hangs in the red all day, and then goes blue in the middle of the night, right? So it's kind of cool to see it. But I almost clicked the button there and revealed all of the trades. You want those trades? Come on in, get the high profit feed. I'm adjusting the pricing on the high profit feed. I planned on doing this. I'm going to do it this morning, so beware. And when I say adjusting the pricing, here's what I'm going to do. The high profit feed, in my mind, was intended to be an add-on for my full auto system. It's not intended to be a standalone. So right now, technically, you could buy it and get it as a standalone. I'm going to switch that today because I'm going to switch it in this way. It will be a lot more economically priced as an add-on. And if you're going to buy it as a standalone, it's going to be more realistically priced compared to my main auto trading feed, if that makes sense. I intended to do that. I just wanted to get it out, get it launched, and get a few of the people that were already... I really didn't see people wanting it separately, but I know someone was requesting that today, and I'll honor the price, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, I switched the price on you. No, I'm not going to do that. So... all right, I don't see anything else, and it is Tuesday, February 27th. I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday. Looks like the market's just kind of going a little slow. I was going to look at the news stuff, the U.S. dollar news that went off this morning at 8 a.m. my time. It only moved the market about 11 pips, and on a standard pair, and on U.S. 30 it moved. It pushed the market down. The negative move pushed the market down on U.S. 30. I think it pushed it down 640 points, 64 pips. Not that much. Really didn't affect very much. I was going to look at that, but it's not really significant enough to look at, other than the fact, like I said in the beginning, the negative news launched, and it really didn't do much to the market, which, you got to be aware of that. Everybody's so scared of the news, it really didn't move anything. So that's it. Appreciate you watching. I will see you inside of the group, fxwithterry.com. Come on over. Get involved. If you're watching these live videos, you're catching the replay, get involved, and we'll give you some profitable trades. In fact, we'll give you all profitable trades. How's that? All right, I'll see you guys in the next live, and I'll see you in the group. Take care.